Hey there everybody, the title of this video says it all. This is part 2 of the Ultimate Trap tutorial by Steven, which is, as always, me. And I got a lot of requests from people asking how I built my monstrosity trap, so I picked a suitable location to start a new one to show you. This is actually where my first one was. You can kind of see the skeleton of it over here. And I wanted to dig it a little closer to the bedrock so I could get some better gems while I was mining. So that's what you want to do, is the layer you're standing on when you build this should be the utmost level of bedrock, and you want it to be the top level of bedrock because you don't want a random block to pop up and you not be able to dig through it. So for this you're going to need a couple things, a whole crap load of pickaxes and shovels, or just a diamond one of each for this main part. You'll need one ladder, one water bucket, and 2 lavas, so at least 1 bucket if you have a source nearby, or just get 2. And I'm going to try to build everything I can out of glass, and I'm using a texture pack so you can see really well through the glass. There's a piece up here I can show you, but so we'll be able to see everything that we're doing. And that is pretty much everything. So we're going to pretend that I'm on the utmost layer of bedrock right here. It doesn't really matter. And it's going to be really helpful if you open up the schematics for this while you're doing it, and I have those in the description. You'll just have to download them from the Mega Upload, I think it is. And it's a pretty large image file, and you can zoom in on it, and it's actually pixel by pixel how you build this thing. So it's kind of nice. You can zoom in really far and count things in MS Paint or whatever. So we'll just go ahead and assume that this is the block where we want all of our stuff to flow onto. So in the diagram, this will be the yellow block. So we'll dig this out. And so this would be where you stand to collect your drops. So this will be the last block of water from the entire trap. So what we're going to do is dig out a tunnel 8 deep. And I'm going to go ahead and dig it out, let's see, double wide, just so I can move around in it better. And the idea of this part, what we're going to be doing today, is we're going to actually build what's called the grinder, which is so our lava contraption that kills mobs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 7, 8. And so enemies will flow into this, and they will die, but their drops will pass underneath. And we're actually going to make sure that they can't, the enemies can't swim all the way through by having a second grinder on the ground. That's mostly for spiders, which I'm sure you all have had some frustrations with. So here's our 8 right here, and then this is going to be where we're standing. So we'll dig up another one that's 7, but 1 block raised. So you need to dig up the ceiling a little bit here. And so this will be that row of 7 on the diagram. And so I'm going to just build a little bit of this thing today. I'm not going to build it all the way back because you just repeat the same steps. You keep building 7 of these and 7 of these and 7 of these until you put in the water. And so you can really make this as big as you want to, but if you follow the schematics perfectly, you're going to use the maximum spawning area. So any enemy that can possibly spawn will spawn in your trap. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alrighty. And what else I want to do is I want to mine a little bit around this thing so that I can get up and manipulate as I'm building. So I'm going to build a walkway on either side. And I just pwned my torch, so that's pretty smart. But this is, it's only kind of necessary when you're building it, but for actually using the thing, it's not important. Alright. So that's kind of helpful. And then we'll do one on the other side, just so we can get around. Sorry, it's this video is going to be a little boring because you're mostly going to be watching me build stuff, but a lot of people have said that that's important to them so that they know how to do this, so I apologize if you are one who just likes to read schematics. Alright, so basically, let me lay this out for you. The mobs are going to be coming from somewhere out here, so somewhere in the spawning area, that I call it, and there will be water, so flowing down like this, with a current in the right and forward direction at an angle, and it's going to push them right here. Now this spot is where all the mobs will die. We'll have lava right here that they'll flow into, and then the drops will go down this channel right here along a waterway, bam, onto our collection point. So in order to do this, we have to do a couple things. First of all, we're going to make sure I get this right here. So we want to have 5 blocks up here for the lava to rest on. And on the other side, we don't need to have lava, so we just want one, pretty much just one suspended lava channel, and then we'll have one in the water that's killing everything else. So if you look at our diagram, we have one empty space, and then we have the first lava block. But the first lava block is actually flowing off the side, so we're going to kill this real quick. And you'll hopefully see why soon. And it looks like actually this is where our lava is going to be, so we want to replace this with our air and put the blocks underneath, like so. This is going to make way more sense after we start seeing it take shape. Alright, so we'll have our lava on top of here, and we need to put some walls around this thing, or else it will definitely kill us. So, let me just throw on my last block here with my ladder. So, lava can't flow over ladders, or sorry, it can flow over ladders, but it can't flow down. Ladders hold it up, and the ladder won't burn. And in just a quick second, I will prove this to you if you don't believe it. Okay. And lava, of course, will flow 3 blocks from a source, so 4 total, 4 lavas total. And so that means we're going to start it, if we have 4 total, we're going to have, so 1 will be floating over the ladder, 2 will be right here, 3, and 4. So we can close up our trench right here, and actually take this block out so we can see better. So I'll replace this with glass. And these can be replaced with glass except the front one, which has to hold the ladder. I'm sure you've noticed you can't build ladders on glass. So, for the rest of this, let me just make sure our lava isn't going to come back and burn us. Get some light going. My mouse is sticking. Okay, so we'll pour our lava up here, and then we'll put a glass real quick before it can come kill us. And then if we go around this side and follow this thing, we can see our grinder has been built. So you see what I'm talking about? The ladder is holding up the lava, and that's just another, quirky Minecraft physics principle that you certainly can apply to the real world. And you see we have 4 blocks total of lava, and if you remember my scenario, so we have the water that pushes everything down into that lava, and you see how the current is flowing diagonally. That's really important, because that means that anything that's on this left side is going to get pushed into it. Anything on the right side, of course, will be kept being pushed into it. And we'll need to block this up so the mobs can't jump out, just like so. And that's pretty much it for that's our primary grinder. That's going to kill every single mob except sometimes the spiders that will get through underneath. You see we have a 2 wide thing underneath, and I'm sure everybody's had the headache of spiders getting through their traps, so you're well versed in this.